Here we go. It's the first of a busy afternoon into the evening video that will end up in Beaver Falls. And as she is getting situated, I'm ready to introduce truly one of the most dedicated people I've ever met. And you know me when it comes to spanking new, as in clean. This place is pristine. She's Donna Matsook. We're at the Rochester Library. I know my children's mother, a teacher, has been here.
Yes.
I know my daughter, who's a ferocious reader, like her mother and my mother. They love this place. Shame on me, grew up here, family here, lived here, but this is my first time at the library. This place is spectacular, Donna.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. I mean, for being a little library located in a house, you know, we're so limited, but we try to do so much. You know, my thing is we have to be relevant, you know, to the community. And libraries have evolved. We're not just books. You don't just come in here and borrow a book and take it. We got computers, printers, copiers, faxes, hotspots, Chromebooks, iPads, and now they're evolving into social work. It's like we're becoming social workers. We have social workers that come through the library now and to help people with resources on anything. You name it, you have a problem, the social worker will help you.
Well, please explain this to me. I know I have a lot of issues, okay? But let me explain one to you that I still can't understand. I was a challenge as far as a child. My mom, I'm sure I had some issues that could have been medicated, okay? I couldn't read. I'm like in the 6th grade and I could not read. So my mother's like, what are we gonna do with this kid? She knew that I liked sports. So we would go to the Puritan drugstore. She said, let's go to the Puritan drugstore, get you a candy bar. And then she'd buy me like a sports book, like Sports Illustrated or something like that, boxing book. So I learned to read that way. But why is it someone that was a C- student on a good day, and I read a lot throughout the day, but I don't read novels. Why do you think I love libraries so much? I've always loved libraries.
I don't know.
Like the Carnegie in Beaver Falls, in East Liverpool, obviously in Pittsburgh, the Beaver Library. I'm so happy to be here, long overdue. Why do you think I love libraries so much?
I don't know. I think it has a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? I mean, because you like sports, well, you can come to a library and read sports, you know, and there's biographies on sports. So whatever your interest is, there is a book for you, you know, so.
Makes sense.
It makes sense. So it's not like, listen, I'm a librarian now, but when I was living in California, I used to buy books. And my boyfriend at the time said, why are we spending $200-300 for books? And I said, because I want all the bestsellers and I want to be the first one to read them. I want to be the first one to touch them. And he says, go to the library. I go, they don't carry bestsellers. They just have like reference books and stuff like that. He's going, you want to make a bet right now? We're going to, because we were in Las Vegas. He goes, we're going into the Las Vegas library. And he goes, and I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to be bestsellers on that list. I mean, on the shelf. We go in and I was like, and from then on, I never bought a book. I just come to the library. They have all the bestsellers. They have everything. I mean, there's
You should have been dating me. Let me tell you what I used to do for my beautiful ex-wife, who was a ferocious reader, as I said. When I had stupid money, I mean way too much for my own good, I would go to Borders at the mall.
I love Borders.
Now wait, the 10 bestsellers, I want them all in hardback right now.
I love you.
Listen, well, she used to. Now you know why.
Oh my
but I
God.
couldn't help it. Stephen King, anything. I just had to get it because she loved to read. And, you know, I just figured she's working hard, doing all this stuff for the kids. Why not? And my mother was the same way. I can still hear the washer and dryer like 2 in the morning going, and she'd be there with a candle or a flashlight reading a novel. But libraries, there's just something so amazing and historic. And this house being an old Victorian home in Rochester, my parents grew up here. And obviously what they're doing in the old high school that we're going to discuss, I'm sure, at another date, but especially as we get closer to Christmas. Tony Celeste is in the building now, the borough manager. Everything is so good in Rochester. But,
We're trying.
But how do you expense all this? Because this place, it's a lot of upkeep.
A lot of upkeep. You know, we're blessed to have the borough own the building, and they take care of the utilities and anything to do with the grounds and the building. So we are very blessed. We've been here for 103 years in the exact same place. So that says a lot. And the library can be around for a long time. To be in the exact same place is because your municipality and your community wants you here. And that helps. And then we do a little bit of money from the state, little from the county, little from the school, and a lot of fundraising. We put out an appeal letter, well, more like a newsletter that goes out twice a year that lets people know, what are you doing? You know, and we let them know. And the people who don't live around here anymore are the ones that have the great memories of the library.
Really?
And they're like one of our biggest donors. So
How can you donate to this library?
You can send a check, you can call on the phone. I mean, you can do a book memorial. You know, we have a brick thing where you can do a brick out front. Or if you just want to donate to the library, you can just send a check to the library, you know. And we actually put all those donors in the newsletter to let them know, you know, that we acknowledge them. Delbert is our guy. He's the one that really keeps track of all of that. It's a lot. I mean, you know, because every year it does get harder, you know, but I think what's in our favor is that people aren't buying books because they're so expensive. So they're finding out like, oh, you know, kids are starting. We try to get the kids in here to develop the reading so they will continue wanting to read as they get older. And I love to see that. Little kids go back in that kids' room and they pick their books, what they want to read, their favorite, whatever. So it starts there, you know.
Here's the other thing. Everything that's old is new again. You know, I've seen vinyl return to the music industry where people are actually buying records again.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I know. It's hard to believe.
I don't believe it.
But they are. Here's the other thing. I see a lot of people walking around with books now. Or audio, obviously, a lot as well. But I'm telling you, man, people are, I see my daughter, people her age, they're reading books again. So there's got to be something to this, everything that's old is new again. If I could just do that to myself, then we would all be in better shape.
Well, we actually have like wonder books for children, and you open it and you press a button, and not only does it read to you, it will also teach you how to read. Mm-hmm. So there's several modes in the book. They're very expensive, but they have become so popular with parents because kids that are slow in reading or maybe a little autistic, they will read these books and their reading has improved. And so they give me that feedback. I'm like, wow. So now the mother can go wash the dishes and leave them with a book and know that it's being not only read to them, but it's actually sounding it out, you know, the words and everything. So we've invested a lot. We have close to 100 Wonder Books here because it's just so popular and all the different characters. And I listen to when the kids say, oh, I like blah, 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 and I'll write it down and make sure I get it.
Do you guys still get the wave every once in a while when some hot book comes out, like a Stephen King or Harry Potter? Does that still work for you guys?
Yeah, people still read that. I mean, you know, the co-op, we're part of the Beaver County Library System. There's 12 libraries in the system, and we get X amount of books from them. You know, the James Pattersons, the Stephen King, all those popular authors. And then whoever we don't get from them, I buy. I'll look and see if, you know, what's popular, what's on the bestseller list. I got to make sure it circulates because I'm small. So I can't have every single author in here, but we're part of the Beaver County Library System. So
I love the B.F. Jones Library in Aliquippa. I don't know if you know this or not, but I love biographies. I mean, I don't read as much as I should, but if I read anything, that's what I'm going for. Big fan of Andrew Carnegie, obviously. There was a book written about him that he actually autographed, and they have it.
Yes.
That's pretty special.
It is. The building's special.
Well, so is this place.
Yeah.
It's magical. I mean, honestly, I had no idea this was on the inside. And Tony Celeste, too.
It's
all good.
All is good today, huh?
Listen, tell the folks about some of the things you have coming up that they can participate
Okay,
in.
we have the magic show for Halloween. It's on Wednesday, October 29th at 6 o'clock.
That's the 28th, by the way. Or is it the 29th?
Wednesday's the
29th.
29th.
You're right. 29th.
Don't correct.
I should have never even attempted that. Go ahead.
And it's at the Borough Theater.
Oh, nice.
And they have a magician there, and he's doing this Halloween show. It's about a 45-minute show. It's free, and we're giving away trick-or-treat bags to every kid that comes. It's free. And then on December 6th, which is a Saturday, we have Cookies with Mrs. Claus. And we give out cookies, and she reads, and they also, I think they're going to give out toys of some kind in a bin that the kids can pick out. So it's all free events. Then we have our annual book tree open house. And all the trees that are donated, teachers from the school, I mean, a lot of people get involved, and they all have a book tree theme. And we do that, and Santa. Oh, can't forget him, the main man. And Santa comes as well.
I'll just tell you a funny story, kind of a melancholy story. When I was working around the clock and I was still living up in the township, I would be going to work at like 3 o'clock in the morning going, what am I doing? And every time I drive by, I see a little marquee that you guys were doing something special, seasonal. I went, for my kids, that's why I'm going to work. So this place is meant, even on the outside, a lot to me, and I appreciate it. But wait till I tell this audience about what's happening in this great community. Listen, I was at her brother's house last night with her lovely sister-in-law, and when I found out what Tony's going to tell you in just a moment, I had a hard time going to sleep.
You were cracking me up last night.
This is major news.
I mean, Tony, I don't know what you're getting into, because he is so excited about what's happening.
Listen, she should be doing the Coons Cooking Hour.
Amen. I agree.
She's special. All right, don't move. Come on over here and push that little button, if you will, so I don't have to do all this editing. Tony, yeah, hit the off button behind there, on the other side. See it right there, little red dot? Just hit the middle of it, it'll work.